Janet Yellen and the Pope to other world leaders. We are awaiting for Chinese President Xi Jinping and his arrival in D.C. He's going to be meeting this evening with President Obama. Steve Forbes, chairman and editor-in-chief of Forbes Media, is with me now. Steve, thank you so much for the time. As a business person, which comments, there's a lot to choose from this week, are most important for you as a member of the leading business community?
Well, I think what the Federal Reserve is going to do, I think they botched it not raising rates in September. Perversely, what they've done in recent years is hurt the economy. Credit has not gone to small and new businesses or enough to consumers, disproportionately gone to the government and large companies. So the more they get a real market for credit, credit can flow to where the opportunities are. So the longer she delays, the Federal Reserve delays, the more it's going to hurt the economy.
The more it's going to hurt the economy, because reading between the lines, it sounds like you're saying some people, some investors are taking already more risk than they should be.
Well, partially because of the perversion of the markets. But if you have a normal functioning credit market, you would see more credit going to small and new businesses that create most of the new jobs. But you have a credit market where you don't know what the real price of borrowing or lending is. You also have a regulatory structure that is very anti-lending. They put banks through the real rigors whenever they make a loan. They have to paper it 6 ways to Sunday. So they got to pull back on the regulations. They have to pull back and let credit markets work, and then you'll see this economy get some real speed.
So, Steve, we are watching right now video that you may or may not be able to see, but it is a live feed. It seems as if the Pope's plane is close to landing in New York City. I don't know if you heard that historic address to the joint Congress earlier, but it seemed like the Pope said enough things to annoy, of course I'm taking the dark and twisted view, the right side of the aisle and equally the left. What was your read on his comments?
Well, I think the fact that he didn't go as far left as some would have thought he would or feared he would was a good thing. But I think one of the things I hope that he immerses himself in the years ahead is learning more about how free markets actually help end poverty. They reduce barriers between people working together. They allow people to be more creative, have more opportunity to develop their God-given talents. So I think that's where we hope for growth in this Pope. His concern for the poor is genuine. I think that's why he's got the popularity he does today. People feel he's the real deal.
Okay, Steve, we thank you so much. It is always great to have your perspective. Steve Forbes joining me there. He is, of course, the chairman and editor-in-chief of Forbes Media.